Hey, what's going on, guys? Joe here, coming at you today from Town Hall 10, and we're going to be taking a look at a 3-star attack, basically using balloons. But that's not really the key of the video itself. Really, the idea here is that I've been guilty of it myself in the past, showing 3-star attacks at Town Hall 10. And, a comment was made on a video about a few months ago, and the commenter said, how many times was this base hit before it was actually 3-star? Now, that's actually a really good question. And how do you really answer that in the comment section? Because, you want to show that it is possible to 3-star at Town Hall 10, but what we're not showing you is the lead up to that on how the attack was actually successful. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be taking a look at 3 different attacks, the scout attack and the next strike on how to try to 3-star it, and then the actual 3-star attack itself on this particular base. Before any shade is passed, the base itself was 3-starred, and it will probably be recycled, traps moved around, base shifted around, something like that, and probably not seen in this manner ever again. So both clans here did produce Town Hall 10 versus Town Hall 10 3-star attacks, but the lead up was a little bit different by Michigan Rose opposed to the lead up by Above and Beyond. So let's go ahead and get into the video and get you a little bit better eyes on. Attack number 1 on this base was in fact not a Town Hall 10 that actually hit it. Believe it or not, for those of you that are unfamiliar with how to really plan the Town Hall 10 attacks, Town Hall 10 versus Town Hall 10 doesn't necessarily just happen by one Town Hall 10 planning an attack and striking and crushing the next Town Hall 10. Now it might be possible on easier, more trophy-like bases. Yeah, you probably can do it. But on these bases that are specially designed for wards, for stopping the 3-star strike, there's a lot more planning that goes involved. And we'll start out with a Town Hall 9 striking at first. And really the intent here is he's coming in with balloons. He's testing to see if balloons can actually crack this base. And he does have max level heroes. He has 5 haste spells, 2 rage spells, 2 hounds, and I believe there is bowlers in the clan castle. But anyways, so as we look at the base itself, there's air defenses on the perimeters of the base, on the outsides of the base, and you have the Inferno Tower in a island type compartment with 2 high hit point structures in the gold storages blocking for it over here. The queen is mostly centralized next to the clan castle. So in order to be successful as an air type attack on these types of bases, you have to get rid of the queen and you have to get rid of the clan castle, depending on whether there's a hound in that clan castle or not. But anyways, so we're going to go ahead and get this one started and take a look at what this Town Hall 9 does. And the Town Hall 9 is going to come up in from the north with the queen and taking out structures, trash ring structures that's going to detour bowlers or the Barbarian King. In this event here, he's going to use the queen, drop a baby dragon. Baby dragon's going to assist with getting rid of the structures, dropping a wizard over here on this builder's hut, and allowing everything to work. Setting the funnel, what he's going to want to do is allow the bowlers or whatever's in the clan castle to go into the base, and he's going after this Inferno Tower more than likely. So anyways, queen's ability is pop. She takes out an air defense, or whatever structure that was up there, and she does in fact go down due to the cannons as well as the wizard tower. So the Barbarian King is dropped, and really this is all just scout. I mean, now if you can actually 3-star a Town Hall 9, that's phenomenal, but at the same time it's more of a scout, getting the Town Hall 10's eyes on the base and what's actually in the clan castle, where the traps are, whether the traps are set to the skeleton traps are set to air ground mode, or are they set to air or whatever it is. Anyway, so the Barbarian King does in fact take down the Inferno Tower, or the bowlers actually do, and the king blocked for them. So the king is going to go around the south side of the base, and then he's going to start with the air portion of the attack, dropping 2 haste spells, 4 or 5 different groups of balloons, actually 6 here, and dropping in the amount of hounds that he can house. So anyways, really good scout here, getting the minions to follow them up, finding out that the skeleton traps are set to air mode. They are chasing the balloons. The archer queen's in the core, drops the skeleton spell. Skeleton spell's working on the queen, but the queen's prevailing and she is taking out the balloons. The balloons are in fact getting chased by the skeleton traps, and the queen is fully prepared for this in the core of the base. So the design of the base itself is met. It does in fact defend versus a Town Hall 9 for this case. And the team itself of planners are getting a really good eyes on what this base was all about, how it's defending, and we're going to go ahead and speed this one up if you guys want the composition for this attack or scout attack. Here you go. It's going to pop up here momentarily once the pup and the minion take down the gold storage there. So that's attack number 1 on this base by a Town Hall 9 scouting up for his Town Hall 10 planners. Attack number 2 is actually a Town Hall 10 PB. I've featured him multiple times in multiple recaps from Above and Beyond. He's been pretty formidable or known as a 3-star attacker at Town Hall 10. One more thing that I didn't point out in the previous replay is that the bomb towers, they're in the core of the base for a reason. So the trend right now is to get rid of the enemy Archer Queen, is to bring those skeleton spells in order to get in and take her out under rage. They'll jump her, take her out. And so what the bomb towers do with their splash damage is they just constantly drop bombs and take out your skeletons before they're ever able to take out the enemy queen. So this ends up being a problem or a hamper if done incorrectly, or if you're unable to get rid of those bomb towers. So PB comes in the same exact manner as that Town Hall 9 in the previous attack, starting out with the queen up north on the elixir pump, the gold mine, and then she's going to work her way down. Now again, so you'll see a trend here with where the attack, the original scout is about the same exact attack as what's coming in right here with the baby dragon. Obviously a higher level than the Town Hall 9. A single boulder was dropped, obviously just outside of range to get that double bounce and put any damage on that air defense. The enemy, or our queen, takes out both of those archer towers, and then she'll go in and take out the wizard tower. So obviously the higher level here does make a difference as the Town Hall 10. Now the Barbarian King is dropped, and he is working on that dark elixir storage, and then the bowlers are going to come out behind him. There's 3 bowlers that are in the queue. They're going to go in. A rage spell is dropped this time around to target and take out the Inferno Tower, and then going down into the air defense. So obviously a little bit of a few quirks here, changes from the previous attack till now, as the king circles around just like before, and then this time around haste spells are dropped as well as the balloon portion. So just like before, this time around we have 3 hastes, and looks like 2 lava hounds and a large group of balloons. So really just a power attack, not really too much strategy involved here. The rage spell is dropped in the core, but the queen is over here by this bomb tower here. And so what's going to end up happening here is, as the heal spell is dropped for our balloons, the skeleton spell is dropped. You see how that bomb tower is focused on the skeletons. The queen is in this opposite compartment now. So the skeleton spell is not even really worth anything at this point, because she's not even in the location of where the skeleton spell is at, and just a little bit of a mix-up there. And so this is how that queen can shut everything down if you have a bad placement on that skeleton spell, or the bomb towers are still standing, or there's no rage spell there to rage up those skeleton spells on that queen. So clearly here, this is exactly what went wrong there, was with that queen still standing. She's shutting down the balloon portion of the attack and really just tying up the entire attack, and really just a waste at that point. So I mean, either way, a great attack here by PB trying to get in and triple this base. But obviously you can see where the mishap was there by that queen jumping down into this compartment here and not staying in the centralized compartment here where the skeleton spell itself was dropped. So clearly we'll go ahead and run this one through all the way so you can get an idea of what the composition was, but you can tell by the early portion of the raid that it was a patient attack starting out. So let's get into the final attack and the 3-star strike. Alright, so attack number 3 is the 3rd and final strike on this base, and it actually happened within the last minute of the war. So a lot of pressure here on the attacker, but they must have felt pretty confident with the plan itself. Now, as you notice, if you look in the composition, it's slightly changed. We have Valkyries in the composition this time around. We have Hog Riders in the composition this time around, and there isn't any bowlers in there. So let's go ahead and get it kicked off. You already know where he's going to start out. The planners have gone back, readjust the plan, and they've obviously feeling pretty confident about this strike. So Queen starts out up north just like before. This time around there's a single wizard that is dropped to work on the structures over here in the eastern side with the builder's hut. The wizard will go in and work on the, will try to work on that mortar, and then eventually does go down. So the queen, she will step in, her ability will be popped, she'll take out the Archer towers. Now you'll notice that the baby dragon, no, it was not brought into this attack, so no baby dragon on this attack. Queen will take down this wizard tower, and then the Barbarian King again in on this Dark Elixir storage, and following it up with 2 Valkyries, 2 or 3 Valkyries there. And so the funnel is going to take them directly into this wall. A group of Hog Riders comes in after the air defense, as well as jumping over and taking care of that mortar. So the king will get in, and he'll take out the, well, no, he will not take it out. They get distracted. The Valkyries will get pulled by the Archer Queen, and so a haste spell is dropped, and a group of balloons are snuck in to get in on the air defense itself, or the Inferno Tower. So the Inferno Tower goes down. The Hog Riders are unable to take care of the mortar. So the next portion will be the air attack. So, I mean, it doesn't look like he's done a whole lot so far, but he's already kind of cleaned up and started out a little bit better than the previous attack. The balloons are getting in on their targets. They're routing through the defenses here, hitting the haste spells, and the Lava Hounds are popping. Now, the rage spell is dropped this time around, and then the Queen, she is still in that centralized compartment. She will jump, so they know that where she's going to jump. She jumps into that first compartment. The 2 skeleton spells are dropped with a rage spell to launch our balloons through the core of the base, and that Queen does in fact go down. So that is where paying attention to where she's going to path, what's she going to chase. So obviously she was going to chase that that Lava Hound. She chased it, she jumped into that next compartment, and then he dropped both of his skeleton spells as well as a rage spell to launch the balloons, take care of that Queen, and keep the balloons going. So at this point, we have a mortar remaining. So hopefully you can see the progression. You'll get the point of this video, the progression of building up to a 3-star attack. Clearly, the base itself was not maxed out, but you'll notice that it's not, most of you know that Town Hall 10 versus Town Hall 10 is not exactly the easiest thing to do, even though on YouTube we tend to make it look like it's easy. But there are lead-ups or progressions in planning on how to get to these steps for the 3-star strike. So in this video, hopefully you were able to see the Town Hall 9 scout, the Town Hall 10 very valid attempt for a 3-star, where it went wrong, and then also what the adjustments were to make the attack successful. So smash that like button, share the video if you find any use in it, guys, and thanks for watching.